Hello everybody, ALLOS here, also Discussion Creations, and today we're back in Half-Life 2 / Gary's Mod. Actually Gary's Mod, partly out of necessity this time. To talk about my newest map, The Legend of the Borealis Crowbar of the Wild. Or just Breath of the Wild Shrine Gauntlet for short. It's the source recreation of 10 of the ancient Shaker Shrines in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Why? Well, the side isn't about why. Anyways, I'll be quickly going over all of the shrines featured in this map, though by no means is this a walkthrough. Well, apart from when I have to do the puzzles to demonstrate a point, just to showcase it to y'all. Anyways, here's the intro right here. The shrine we are currently in for spawn is Confiscation and Transportation, the Last Soul Shrine. I'll let you read the lore here if you want. Just pause to read that, but basically, you're going through the shrines and you're freeing citizens to the Vortessence. And here to spawn, it's kind of like an allegory, a reference to the Shrine of Resurrection, because you spawn here in this water, which, by the way, the cube map's reflections for this water are very nice. I like how it looks. See, it's kind of an allegory of the Shrine of Resurrection. You spawn in the water, you got a thing over your head, as they call the Monk Pagoda Roof. It's kind of like you're in the Shrine of Resurrection here. Over here, here's this room you need to pass through. You step in. Oop. So ignore that. That's my crossbow. It's broken, and I can't fix it. And all my weapons have been taken. At least they left me my gravity gun. So yes, for this map, you're stripped down to only your gravity gun to start with. Is to make the dynamic a little more interesting. You gotta build your way back up. So here is the elevator hub. Is where you access all the shrines from. Now, I will say right here, originally, this is all supposed to be one map. But however, though, that was way too big for the internal map budget, so I had to split it into two. As a result, there's a big split going on. So we start on the left side here, get all these elevators that take us to the various shrines. And we start with Quick Thinking, the Kaya Shrine. Let's head right in. So ignore any extra sounds the elevators make in the video. That's this glitch I have. And here's the Kaya Shrine. You find it's out by the Palmore Ruins. It's a simple shrine to start off with. So just a platform and button puzzle. You got these barrels, you gotta take them to the switches in the far end of the room to open these locked booths. This one contains a switch, and that one contains a chest. Now, I'm just demonstrating here, so I don't need to do the whole puzzle legit, so I'm gonna just take this over here. I just pressed the crouch key to go down like it's Minecraft. So that opened this room. Now, originally, this is supposed to hold another chest with a small key in it, which would be used to open the door to the ending. However, I changed it to a button just for gameplay reasons. You know, complications that might happen with multiplayer, or like maybe you lose it out of balance somehow. So it's just a button. It's just a button now. Open and exit. This over here, there's a chest. Now I'll open this up as well to show you. Here's the chest, you open it, and I got my grenades back. Very nice. You get as many as you want, just for multiplayer reasons. Anyways though, if you're the type to normally skip shrine chests in the original game, well here I advise you maybe don't skip them, because it might be rather important for your progress, and you know it might give you a little something extra at the end. Who knows? Anyways, though, now we head over to the Monk's Pagoda. We're inside. There's a citizen. Let's free him.
Well, Gordon Freeman, and about time too.
And we have freed him to the Vortessence. Ignore the fact that the kill feed says he died. We freed him to the Vortessence. Also, you saw in the other corner I have the Damaging Hairs mod on. It's quite helpful, actually. Anyways, so whenever you free a citizen in this map, they leave behind a number. This number will be important for the ending of the map, so be sure to note it down somewhere. Also, by the way, for aesthetical purposes, if you want to get rid of this number, you don't like how it looks, you can just press E in the back of the pedestal and it goes away. Also, this room right back here is a new addition by me. This is the warp room. It's a mechanic I added for convenience in later shrines. Where basically, you walk in, and there's a travel medallion here, as seen in the DLC for Breath of the Wild. If you stand in it and jump, it takes you back to the hub. It's a nice little shortcut thing for the longer shrines. Anyways, though. So then, the next shrine, moving in parallel, the Sheen the Ghost Shrine. It took a lot of work to remake all these shrines. There's so many custom assets that I remade all these textures and models myself. It's a lot of work. I don't ever import actual assets, apart from like incidental things I can get easily. Then all this stuff is manually remade. Here's this shrine. You press these buttons to tilt platforms to move the balls into their sockets. A nice little thing added here. That, let's say you somehow get one of these balls or any other important props stuck in an area where you can't access them. You're out of bounds, so to speak, and it seems like you can't complete the puzzle anymore. Well, in that case, whenever there's a shrine with an important physics prop like this, I've added hidden buttons around that will let you respawn the object. So for these balls in this shrine, the hidden buttons are on these two lampposts with the middle ball on each of them. Hit this one, the right ball respawns. Hit this one, the left ball respawns. Every shrine where there's an important physics prop, there is a hidden button somewhere nearby to be able to respawn it. There's this one. So making the really tall shrines is quite an interesting task. Wrong things, like some things look weird as a result. You see your shrine sale is a spaghetti mess. Also, these rafters in the ceiling, they were also a pain to extrapolate, but to the best of my ability, I did them all as accurate as I possibly could. It was a pain. The walls are also inaccurate as well. I could have just skimped on those, but now I decided to make them completely accurate, just to be faithful. Here's the next shrine, Ancient Trifecta, the Mezzolo Shrine. Here, this one's a fairly smaller one. So here in this one, you have this platform right here. You also have the first instance of a crystal switch. You hit it. Also, I guess it makes a portal noise. I don't have many choices. It makes the platform rotate around the center of the room. You gotta work with that to get to the exit. So, by the way, that chest right there, this is an extra chest right here. It's a bit of a forgiveness chest to ensure that you have some way to solve all the puzzles present. So, this one is enabled by opening the grenade chest in the Kaya Shrine. So, these extra chests that appear are not as vital as the ones that were supposed to be here. It's just me being nice. Make sure you can solve the puzzle, because you're going to need remote bombs. Anyways, another new thing here is we have a laser and a metal cube, which, by the way, I really like how the cube map reflections look on this. It's really neat. Anyways, move that out of the way. It doesn't immediately hit the switch, but that's a techno reason. Here's a metal cube. Also, yes, it has the combined radiation symbol on it, because normally these cubes have like a spaghetti texture on them, and I was not going to go that far to be faithful. It was just an absolute mess. So instead, you get the combined radiation symbol. Anyways, here we have a laser beam. It's supposed to hit the switch, but it's not. It's for a technical reason, because well, lasers are a bit finicky with how they work in Half-Life 2, because it's not used a whole lot, unlike something like Portal 2. So instead, I implemented a one-use mechanic to sort of help the player have more solutions. You stand here and look at this laser, strike the laser emitter to momentarily freeze it in time. Here's the poor man's stasis right here. You hit it, it momentarily turns off, and turns back on again. You hit the switch. It's a technical thing. I can't really do much about it. I did my best, though. It's a bit jank, but hey, what can you do? That's this shrine right here. Small ones aren't always easier to make. Sometimes they still have their own problems. Anyways, for the next shrine, we have Timing is Critical, the Re-Dahi Shrine. Now this one was a bit scary. It's not that I thought that like the in-game version was scary or anything, but in development of the map, this shrine became scary because for some reason, in the further half of the shrine, I developed a problem where the map would just crash the game. Like, not even with an error message, the game will just crash silently. I still have no idea what causes it. It still does happen if the map is loaded in developer mode, so, you know. It doesn't happen in Gary's Mod gameplay, as far as I'm aware, so it should be fine. However, if it still does crash enough for you, then you know why. Vaguely, because I don't even know why. And this one's about tilting the balls in the sockets. Now, if you're an avid Geomodder, you might think, oh, I could probably long jump that with my fast running speed. Well, you can't. I added in force fields to prevent you from long jumping whenever it's critical to the puzzle. However, the force fields here get disabled when you activate the actual stone switch, so you could just jump then. You know, it's just to keep you honorable while the puzzle is still on. Try to do it here. Nope. You gotta do it legit, man. You gotta at least solve the puzzle before you're allowed to cheese it. Okay, so. It also is for these ones. It's interesting that they implement these platforms because I have to find out the exact rotation point they spin on, just to analyze the game closely. Anyways, I accidentally solved that one, but it's fine. Over here's the third part. You try to jump that, but nope. Force field. So around here is where the game crashes. I don't really know why. It also had another issue involving these barrels, where if you launched both of them into the pit, or you at least launched one into the pit, the console would start getting spammed with errors. I don't know if that had anything to lend into the crashing issue I had, but you know, it doesn't happen anymore, so it's probably fine now. You know, it was a thing though. It also happened with the barrels in the first shrine as well. So there's a very particular way where the barrels are respawned if you get rid of all of them. Anyways though, here's a ladder. Climb it to get back up to the monk. But we're not gonna free him. I'll leave that to you. So instead, let's go to the next shrine. And now here's the kicker. Path of Light, the Etsu Kurima Shrine. This is one of the DLC shrines from the second pack, the Champions Ballad. It's kind of the final boss of the first half of the map. Gets the last one here, on this side. Yeah, Path of Light, this one's real interesting. So you play this one during the Champions Ballad DLC, when you're on the Great Plateau. You have the one-hit obliterator. Now, we don't have the one-hit obliterator here, but however, we do have...
Automatic medical systems engaged.
You getting reduced to 1 HP.
Administered.
You gotta do the whole shrine legit as you did in the original game, with being limited to 1 HP. However, though, if you leave, it restores your health. And this force field right here is what reduces your health to 1 for the challenge. Also, because of how damage works, you can use it to get a little bit of momentum, which is fun. It's like, whee! Get you a little extra height. Also, it's also just for aesthetics, though. Just in case you don't like the look of that, just for like screenshot purposes. If you no-clip all the way up to the ceiling here, there's a hidden button. You press that, it disables the field. You can go through unscathed. That's for you, for aesthetic purposes. You just try to thing here. It's got a laser room, got dodge the lasers. Go to this next room. Spikes and fire. You know, avoid it all. Don't get burnt. Don't get poked. That's that room. Rush through here. Here's the flamethrower room. Now these fires quite hurt. You know, they just hurt a little. But also, for some reason, there's a thing that happens. I don't know why it happens. Where even if you're at full health, these fires can insta-kill you. I don't know how it works, but well, it lands into the theme of the shrine. Anyways though, then this room. Enemy encounter. Hello. I'll leave you to your icing. And then the end room where the light returns. And here, it's the old Laszlo. He's having a rest. That's it for the first map. Take the work back. So then with all that covered, now I will go to the second map. And now we're here on the other side due to the power of Sheikah magic. And now the next shrine, 2 orbs to guide you, the Zelda Wash Shrine. Zelda Wash sounds like a very dramatic name, it's like a JoJo character. This shrine, it's another small one. But there's a little bit of it I want to talk about. In order to do that, I need to solve the puzzle. Let's do a little bit of this. Get it in the socket. I could just put it in there manually and make it go in faster, but give me that. You go in there. Anyways, so in this puzzle we have this bit of platform wall that's extending in and out. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use this block right here. You hit the switch and the block goes up fast and it launches you upwards. You're supposed to use it to land inside this module. However, there's a problem with that. The physics engines don't work quite the same between Breath of the Wild and Half-Life 2. However, it is actually still possible to make this work. What you need to do is you need to jump at the peak of the rise, and it will launch you. It's a bit more manual, but well, it's the best I could do. So it is still very much possible. Anyways, I don't need to go up top. Also, for this shrine, the respawn points for the balls are here. Ignore that. That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. And here. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Well, I guess I didn't say it earlier. Maybe I just say it. I'm just going to repeat myself just in case. Every time there's an important physics prop in the map you could possibly lose, there's a hidden button nearby to respawn it, if need be. However, it's not always supposed to duplicate. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why it's doing that. Just ignore that though, it's fine. Anyways though, there's that shrine. Yeah, a little bit of engine differences make it a little bit more complicated, but hey, as long as it works in the end, as well as it's good enough. Because next up is Directing the Wind, the Rin Oya Shrine. This one's a little bit interesting due to the mechanic it uses. Fans. You know, wind puzzles aren't a thing that show up a whole lot in Source games. Like, I can't think of any official examples. I can only think of like a couple of community examples, like Portal 2 custom maps. Maybe a Portal 2 main campaign map used it as well, like a co-op map, but still, like fan puzzles. They're not something that are used very often in Source. So it was a bit hard to implement one, but I still managed. These nice fans, nice animated models. So I don't think they have anything to say about the puzzle itself, other than the fact that the respawn buttons are in the middle of these lampposts. That one respawns the balls, and this one respawns the cubes, the metal crates over there, the metal cubes. Over I go up here, I'll just show you. Over here is another long jump barrier. Make sure you can't long jump the gap. Gotta work for it. Gotta work to get that treasure chest. As in the event I didn't say it earlier, back in the Rita He Shrine, the respawn Points for the balls are all on the lamp posts. Just so you know. Let's go to the next shrine then. Speed of Light, Sharada Shrine. This one is particularly interesting to implement because it uses a mechanic that I've only used once before as in a throwaway map that you've seen in my archive episodes before. Here we have water. We hit that switch over there, which I need some grenades to do that. I use convenient chest. Hit that switch over there. The water rises. This is a fairly rarely used brush entity in Half-Life 2. However, it is used a couple times. Like, for one example, there's the canal sewers in Half-Life 2. You turn a winch to get through. Anyway, so they're not used very much. You know, it is legit water. You swim through it and everything. Use nice water spigots, so spitting out all the water. I think it's the same water particle effect I used for the shower in the Sun's apartment map. Anyway, so there's also this winch right here. You give it a push. Push it for a bit. And it makes that laser rotate. Implementing this was very interesting. I kind of like how it came out, though. Okay, so it's very quickly swim across the water. Now, since this water is not used very often, it's a little bit buggy. Because, like, for example, for instance, sometimes this barrel will get stuck on nothing for some reason, because it's interacting with the water improperly. So there's an added failsafe in this puzzle to make sure it still works at all. For the citizen over there. Because it's interesting to work with it. It's a little bit finicky. But hey, you made it work in the end, and again, that's all that's important. Then leave that. Go to the next shrine, which is Steady Thy Heart, the Makara Shrine. This one, I like this one. This one's name's kind of cheeky. Steady Thy Heart. It's like calm down, peasant. Okay, this shrine is interesting for a couple of factors. You know, for one, like all of it is enclosed, so it looks kind of weird from the out of bounds. You know, so it looks kind of weird. And then also the implementation of it was also a little awkward as well. You see here, it starts with a torch puzzle. However, there's no fire spitting physics in Half-Life 2. We don't have any torches or bows and arrows we can use, so my solution was pick up the fire and put it in the other brazier.
Ow!
Yeah, it's a little awkward, but like there wasn't much else I could do really. And here we have the spike pillar, which, you know, it's not as menacing, which I'll go over in a second. Also, Minecraft lava, yes, because I don't exactly have a big selection of lava textures. You know, I have exactly 0, so I have to improvise. Anyways, this part right here is not really as effective as in Breath of the Wild, because while in that game, spikes make you ragdoll when you touch them, here they kind of don't, so you can just kind of tank through them. Yeah, I can't really do much there. There is no ragdolling for the player in Half-Life 2. Anyways. I gotta hit you. There we go. So in the original version of this room, you didn't have to fight the enemies or the Guardian Scouts in here. However, you did require Cryonis to get to the button up there, and we don't have that here. So I had to improvise, so it became an enemy encounter room where you have to defeat all the monsters, and it will rise a staircase for you. You know, if you've been collecting those chests, it might be a little easier for you. Okay, so press this button. Look, there's a pile of crates over there. Step on this button, and it opens the gate. At first, it thought it might be to blow up his stack. But wait, there's a twist. A nice little jake from Nintendo. Spike welcomes crashing through the stack of crates. If you're not careful, it'll get you. Anyways, and over here is the final ascent up to where the monk is. However, spike ball on the slope. Yeah, I get around that when I get to the top. Oh, so yeah, there is a water splash effect when something falls in the lava. That's technical. That's for a technical reason. Anyways, I'll just leave that one there. You solve it yourself. Let's return to the foyer to show you the last shrine. A major test of strength. You know I had to include one of these. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you're watching the Half-Life 2 archive episodes, you might recognize this. Because I've made a test of strength shrine before. Except last time I made it out of like vanilla Half-Life 2 and Counter-Strike assets that I had in my asset browsers. But now, with a touch-up, it's a lot more faithful and accurate to the original. All very nice. Got quite a glow-up since the last time I made it. Anyways, though. Goodbye. Nice cheat there, just to pass through it. Anyway, it's a nice little one. And there's the monk right there. That won't free him though. I'll leave it up to you. Anyway, that's all the shrines right there. Now, assuming that you solve all the shrines within the map, you will then unlock this door back here. And since I didn't do that, I'll use a sonic screwdriver. So solving all the shrines on either side opens these doors in the back. It leads to this final room, where you have done well to make it this far, but your journey is not over yet. One final puzzle stands in your way. Not going to read the whole thing, but basically, there is a combination lock back here, and you need the numbers you got from all the citizen monks to access the ending. You better make sure you got them right. You hit these switches. It changes the number. Yeah, I set the combinations right and you get access to the ending. However, I'll leave that up to you. You can solve all the shrines, you can get to the ending, and see what it is yourself. You'll have some fun. Apart from that, though, you're not here with the puzzle aspect. I hope you liked just seeing the shrines in Gary's mod. It's quite a thorough project, quite a lot of work, but now it's done. I hope you enjoy it, or however you may use it. See, I think I'll just leave it off right there. You can explore it yourself to have further fun. So then, until whatever I show next, my name is ALLOS, also known as Sketching Creations, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching.